The beautiful thing about Midjourney is that it's quote unquote just images. But when you start to look at it like this, just images opens up a whole category where you could be making literally hundreds of thousands of dollars or more just creating playing cards for people. $377,000 with AI and playing cards. What the heck is this all about? We're going to break it down.
Yeah, we found an amazing hidden niche that very few people know about. And now you can use AI generated images to easily create these cards and then sell a ton of them. So let's show you this amazing niche here. As you can see, there's all different kinds of customized playing card decks. Like here's one that's Swedish playing cards. Here's whiskey poker, premium playing cards, curling playing cards. That's that Olympic sport that everybody loves. Windproof and waterproof playing cards. That's something else. Personalized playing cards, vintage playing cards. As you can see, like the world of playing cards is just very active, very busy, and people buy this stuff like crazy. Look at this one about Seattle, just like one set of playing cards about a city. That's it.
So think about this. Everyone probably has a deck of cards at their house. I have several. I like to play different games. I like magic tricks. But when you look at cards, of course, they all have the ace of spades. They all have the eight of diamonds. But what makes them different? We don't necessarily realize just how big of a market there is for playing cards and customized playing cards. Look at the one that Dave's highlighting right here, okay? This person's got 23,000 sales to their Etsy store, $16 a pop for these quote-unquote vintage playing cards. Obviously, these can be made with AI, specifically Midjourney. So Midjourney can make these images all day long, not just vintage playing cards, but it could be, for example, one that I was thinking of, we just recently had the Women's Soccer World Cup. Well, what if you had a bunch of images supporting the Women's World Cup or all these different things that you're into? If we look at some of these other listings, there's people that are saying, well, I'll just make custom playing cards for you. So, for example, playing cards for our beach wedding, 229,000 reviews. Those are reviews. There's been more sales than that, but there's 229,000 people that were willing to give a review for this. So when it comes to money, people pay all kinds of money for weddings. So all of a sudden, Abby and James, hey, my name, Abby and James, that's my new wife, right? We're making all this money from this channel, right? When I get it, when I get a new wife, this is Abby and James playing cards. So look at that here. It just has some images with their name on it. It's got some images with tropical leaves, you name it. The beautiful thing about Midjourney is that it's quote unquote just images. But when you start to look at it like this, just images opens up a whole category where you could be making literally hundreds of thousands of dollars or more just creating playing cards for people. So how do you make the image? First of all, you do that in Midjourney. You're understanding that this market exists with playing cards, and then you'll use another tool. One that we specifically focused on was Kittl. So Kittl is one of many websites, the notion of print on demand. So we get our image that we make from Midjourney, then we go into Kittl, and Kittl lets us create all kinds of things, but we're just specifically focusing on playing cards. And one of the options they have is the ability to put your image on decks of cards. So you could go to a site like Kittl, and you could put your image on t-shirts, you could put your images on a whole bunch of different things, but playing cards are unique. Playing cards are different. And therefore, you take your image, upload it here, and then you can sell it for whatever you want on Etsy, charge them for shipping, and then you're making the money in the difference.
Yeah, and here's how you would do that on Etsy. You can actually go over to Printify, and on Printify, you can create the playing cards. You can take your image from Midjourney, put them in here, start designing your playing cards. And by the way, Printify automatically connects to your Etsy store. So when you create them here, it ties to your Etsy store so that when you sell it over here on Etsy, you sell your card on Etsy, the order goes through Printify. Printify prints it and ships it, and you don't ever have to deal with any of the shipping or any of that stuff. So it's print on demand, but the cool thing is it's connected to your Etsy store directly. So it's almost like if you're selling digital products, like with digital products, you don't have to fulfill it, you don't have to ship it, anything like that. This is print on demand. So we're just highlighting an amazing opportunity here. Look at this one here. I mean, it just blows me away. They have 229,000 reviews for this product alone. And we know that when somebody has 229,000 reviews, they got at least double that sales, if not quadruple that number of sales. So this is an incredible opportunity to make as much money as you want to make with print on demand and with Midjourney, with AI. And it's amazing. If you sit down and just go into Etsy and start doing a little bit of research on best-selling playing card products, you'll find the ones that are doing amazing, and you could emulate them using Midjourney. It's really, really a powerful opportunity. And by the way, we happen to have a course that goes into a lot of detail on this specific business model, Etsy, Midjourney, print on demand, and Printify. It goes into all that in detail. So you could apply what you learn in that course. We walk you step by step in that course. We could apply what you learned there to this hidden niche and make a ton of money doing it. So I want to recommend that. We'll have the link to that down below in the description. Thanks for joining us again. We'll see you next time on Making Money with AI.